calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field. And
touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Gurley again here on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He's brought down.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Love from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good for a Green Bay.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 30.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together in one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Love to throw, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down now, it's Watkins. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a handoff looking right. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stuck.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Jason.
From the gun, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Final play of the half, Love. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Gain of 40 yards.
First down, Murray.
Cardinals first
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
It is good.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 13-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Operating from the gun. Love. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
36-yard line.
You see that, baby?
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get him.
Love now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 36. Love fires that quickly outside. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Josiah DeGuara. A gain of a yard.
On second down. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Back on the option.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Watkins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella.
Murray's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2, Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. This is caught. Watkins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big run there by Jones. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Packers 21, Cardinals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss of a yard.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Number 16.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Murray now on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Murray again, and this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On 3rd down, here's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 27-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.